Jimmy Solts and the Palaec Guard. Jimmy was eating breakfast on a hot summer day. His mom came down from the bathroom, dripping water everywhere. He finished and went to go dress for work. When he was all ready, he went down to the barn to see what he has to do for the day. He looked at the list. Jimmy, do these things today. 1. Pick tomatoes. 2. Water pea plants. 3. Wheat drums. 4. Chicken eggs. 5. Milking the cow. 6. Feed animals. So Jimmy went to the tomato fields and started picking. One of the dogs came up and started barking at the tomatoes. "Hi, Fred. What are you dowing?" Jimmy said, giving Fred a tomato. "Are you happy now?" Fred turned over and Jimmy rubbed his stomach. Jimmy went back to picking tomatoes for 2 hours and then went to go put the tomatoes in the barn. Then he went to go water the pea plants. After that was all done, Jimmy's mother called for lunch. Jimmy went inside and got cleaned up. "How's the tomatoes?" Jimmy's grandfather asked, chewing on a big corned beef sandwich. "Oh, they're really good. A few ratty ones here and there, but all is good," Jimmy said, gulping down some lemonade. "Well, we need some more dog food and cheese," his mother said as she started picking up the plats and bringing out some tea and crumpets. When all was said and done, Jimmy went outside and got on the tractor and went to collect the wheat. Jimmy Dog went with Mai and was good company. Jimmy had a few problems, but all was good and done in an hour. He had 2 more hours of work before free time, so he went back to the barn and looked at the list. He crossed out tomatoes, peas, and wheat. He had 3 things left to do. "Let's see, Mom got the eggs this morning, so that leaves me with milking the cow and feeding the animals," talking to Fred while crossing of the eggs. So Jimmy went to the cow, got the bucket, and started milking the cow. After that was done, he looked at the bucket and noticed there was not a lot of milk in it, so he got up, picked up the bucket, and right as he did so, a stream of milk ran on his shoe. Luckily, he had boots on. "Shit, I forget we needed a new bucket," he said, trying to scrape it off. So he took his boot and went to get a towel, and when he got back he saw Fred liking the milk off. "You runt," he said, laughing. A little Jimmy wiped the rest off and put his boot back on. Then he went back inside to tell his mother that they need a new bucket. As he was about to tell her, when he saw that she had already been in town and gotten the groceries. Mom, we need a new pail. The other one broke," Jimmy said, worrying that his mother would get mad. "It's okay. Phoebe told me, and I got a new one and some milk, just in case," she said, pulling out a new pail. Jimmy took the pail and went to the door, and take one step outside when his mother asked him where he was going. "I'm going to go put the pail up and finish the rest of my chores," he said, turning around and shooting the door. "Did you not see the note I put on the side of the list?" she asks, looking puzzled. No, I don't think so. There was a smudga on the list, but I just thought it was dirt. I just ignored it," Jimmy said. "Well, that smudga was probably it. Well, anyway, go put the pail up and come back, and come get cleaned up, okay?" She turned and finished putting the groceries up. Okay, Jimmy went and put the new pail up, then went to the barn and crossed the earth off the chores of. He took the note and went and got cleaned up. After he finished, he went downstairs to the kitchen and got a cold soda, and went to go watch TV. At 5 o'clock his grandpa came in from the basement and sat down next to the table with a sandwich. "Hey, Pop," Jimmy said, drinking his soda. "Thanks for feeding the animals. I appreciate it." "You're welcome," Paul said through a mouthful of sandwich. At 8 o'clock, Jimmy said good night and went to bed. The next day Jimmy got up, ate breakfast, and got dressed and went to the barn and checked the list to see what he has to do for the day. "Let's see," he said. "I've got to milk the cows, pick the corn, and water the peas plants, and let's feed the animals. Well, this is going to be an easy day. Let's get started, Fred." Fred barks and wagging his tail messily. Jimmy and Fred went and feed all the animals, the cow, horse, chickens, the goat, and the smellsy pigs. Then he went to the cornfields and started checking, smelling, and picking and striping the corn. I love cornfields, starting to chew on some corn. You have long, tall stalks of corn that are good for hiding and racing and maize. Plus, if you get hungry, you could have some corn. Jimmy was almost done picking the corn when a black Masorti pulled up. 3 people got out and walked to the front door and rang the doorbell. His mom was walking to the door when she heard them talking. "Man, it's blazing hot," one of them said. "Why do we hate to wear these drench coats?" "Shut up and stop whining," a lady voice said. Jimmy Mom opened the door and said, "Hi, can I help you? I'm Cinda Busy." "Hi, we're here from the NBIS. We're here to see Jimmy." "Oh, please, come in, Mom said. "Now where are you from again?" "The NBIS, one of the guys said, or the National British Intelligence Servers. It is the servers your husband worked for before he disappeared. We're really sorry, but we think we might have found him. That's why we came. Came to see Jimmy. I don't know if I can trust you. You already got my husband killed. I just don't know. We did not get him killed. He disappeared. But he... The guy being interrupted by the lady. Now heard steps from behind the guy. Stop, Matt, just drop it. It's no use, the lady said, giving Matt a star. Hi, I'm Veronica. I'm the CEO of Cervasi. How is Jimmy here would like to talk to him?